when you're sick, I think that most of the time his patients probably feel the joy that he comes with and that uplift. Because when you're sick, that wears you down, and you look for some of that, energy.
I think that Dr. Finnegan, Jim, or as we refer to him, Dad, in the practice, exemplifies our mission by taking care of patients. Is it joyful? Absolutely. There are many times where we've had some patients over the years where they respond primarily to him, and I think it just has to do with the way he approaches patient care. His bedside manner is exemplary, and his kindness towards the patients in consideration of the fact that, yes, they do have surgical issues, yes, they do have medical and surgical problems, but they're also people first. And I think that's what he can tap into at the bedside with the patient.
He is loved by all of the little old women in the hospital. The most recent story that I can remember was that there was a very sweet, slightly confused elderly woman who Jim was rounding on, and she whispered into him and asked him to get closer to her and wiggled her finger at him, and he got close, and she whispered in his ear, "Kiss me, baby." And that was probably the first time we've heard Jim speechless.
We met at the hospital. He was the new cardiothoracic surgeon on the block, and I first met him over a patient. He was explaining pacemaker wires to me, the difference between atrial and ventricular. And I thought he was kind of okay. He had these puppy dog eyes that were kind of sexy, but I was like, oh, well, whatever. Then a couple of months later, maybe a year, he grew a beard, and I looked at him and I said, oh my God, he is so hot. I'm like, love him, and I'm going to marry him one day, and I did.
I think that of all my brothers and sisters, I've been so blessed to have Dad not only as father and friend, but as partner. I've worked with him every day for the last 10 years together, and it has been an amazing journey and a wonderful relationship. He's helped me grow as a professional. He's been fantastic to all my junior partners, and I think that he will always be remembered by us and by me especially as someone who helped me achieve many of my career goals.
But he has always said to me, Linda, before you get upset over any kind of situation, know the facts. Do not get upset. Get the facts. Then deal with it from then on. And then still don't get upset and remain calm.
I mean, my father is my foundation. And it is an extraordinary foundation. He's my rock. And from him, everything that I do has grown. He's incredible, and if I always think that in my lifetime, if I can do for others even a fraction of what my father has done for me, it will be my greatest accomplishment.
I would always take the students with me into an ICU room, and I would frequently use a patient who was asleep or, not responsive, so to speak, because I wanted to be able to speak to them in front of the patient. And my message to them was, you can walk in this room and look at every monitor, look at all the nursing sheets and all the other data sheets, and you can write a beautiful progress note that makes you sound like, boy, I got this whole thing together. But when I look at that note, I want to see one thing, and that is evidence that you touched the patient. Okay? And I guess maybe that's saying the same thing in another way, because I don't think you can care for people without touching them.
Congratulations, Dad, on receiving the Healing Spirit Award!
Is the microphone on?
Yes, it is.
All right. Ready. Look at the camera. Look here. See the circle? Ready. 1, 2, 3. Scream it.
Congratulations, Papa!
Yeah, very good.